I'm Elysabeth Alfano with Afterbuzz TV. Tonight, I'm on Hollywood's most important red carpet. It's the annual gala for the influential charity Last Chance for Animals. Cleary, it's always great to be with you again.
Yes, of course. It's great to see you too. You look beautiful.
So you are hosting tonight. I want to ask you, how did you get involved with Last Chance for Animals?
You know what? They asked me to host 3 years ago, and I said absolutely. Anything for Chris and Vito. They're very good friends of mine. I really respect the organization, what they do for animals, especially in Virunga. They have a great campaign to save the last mountain gorillas in Virunga, based on the film that DiCaprio did. And so I'm really glad that we're all working together, and I think that it's important as an organization to continue to work with other organizations, because really we all have the same message. And I think that there's a lot of infighting in animal welfare, and I don't think that that's the correct way to go about doing things. I think that power is in numbers, and the more we stick together and work together on the same common goal is to save lives, I think we can make a big change. As the founder of World Animal News, how have you seen things change over the last 5 years, I'll say, in terms of animal advocacy and people's awareness? Over the past 5 years, it's changed dramatically, just because I believe social media has a big part of it. When we started World Animal News online, originally it was a radio show. We converted kind of a BBC format. And thank God we did, because there was really nothing like it besides the dodo. So this is World Animal News is a little bit, harder breaking news, stuff that's, sometimes hard to digest, but it's needed to be told, because if people don't know what's happening, how are we going to stop it? So, but we do highlight some wonderful things too. It's not just, doom and gloom, the dog meat trade and what's happening with poaching in Africa and this epidemic that's, really happening around the globe with animals. I think that we have to mix it up, and we have to show, the testament of what's happening with, all the rescues, the hurricanes and the flooding. I mean, that was tremendous. The fact that people got to see that. It wasn't really highlighted on the news. It was highlighted, online, on social media. Thank God for social media, because a lot of people wouldn't know what was happening. So I'm happy that, we're using it for the greater good. So much of change is about awareness, and I feel that so many people turn their backs on the information because it's too hard for them to digest. What is the simple thing that people can do to start changing the outcome for animals? I really think veganism is a big step. I believe adopting a plant-based diet, so you don't have to go, vegan just tomorrow. I think it's a process. So, there's a lot of great things like, Veggie Grill, which I absolutely love. Me too. Beyond Meat, which is so funny because, people that are used to eating hamburgers don't realize that you can literally mimic meat through plants and use the heme of the plant, the blood of the plant, to mimic, basically a burger, and cook it the same way. And some vegans, don't really, they're afraid of it. But I actually think Beyond Meat is a great way to transition from being a meat eater to a vegan. And it's not just better for animals; it's better for the planet, and it's better for our health. Exactly. So it's a no-brainer all the way around. And I always say, the animals that people are eating, they're herbivores. They're vegetarians. So you're just rhinoceros, herbivore, right? And then there's some of the largest animals on the planet. So you're skipping the slaughtering process, and you're literally going straight to eating what they're eating without killing the animals. So I encourage people to try Beyond Meat and Veggie Grill and all these great meat alternatives. So much about making change is about speaking out, and lately a lot of very powerful women have spoken out finally in Hollywood. What do you have to say to those women who are speaking out against sexual harassment? I'm really proud that now is the time to speak out. This has been happening for way too long, the casting couch. I think that, it's a shame that it took this long for something to happen this big, because now every single A-list woman in Hollywood, and I think that it's not just the A-list, it's a lot of people that are in this business have been victimized, and there have been some sort of sexual harassment, I think, specifically because this business, the way it's, as you know, I mean, it's a tough business. So I think that it's going to change from this point on, and I applaud the women for speaking out, because it needed to happen and it needs to end. So they're very strong women, and we need more strong women in this business to take the lead. Amen. Thank you for speaking with me. Thank you. Of course.